I have never really been the type to resist the temptation to share a special little place that I might come across during my travels, such as this. This is Stroud, S-T-R-O-U-D, Stroud, Australia. And I drove through this little town, and as I did so, I saw some signage that indicated that it was quite a historic little place. And I thought that I would stop and do a little walk and talk with you right down the main street here in Stroud. And it is a rather brisk day. I am starting to head into, if I'm not mistaken, the high country. I left Nelson Bay right on the beautiful Port Stevens, and I left there about an hour ago, and I found my way up here to Stroud on my way to Tamworth. So I'm going to just do a little bit of a walk and talk and just share some of this really special place. I just did a short little walk down the street, and it really is a beautiful, special little town. So I'm just going to walk and talk, and I'll share some of what I'm able to with you as I do so. And beginning with this interesting looking flower. Look at that, hanging here from this bush. It's actually rather breezy right now, to be quite honest with you. It's breezy and a little bit chilly, and this looks like it's some type of a nursery. And I saw a sign that said, "Come on in, we're open." So I will share a little bit of this with you, as much as I'm able to. Nice little place, and I get the feeling that this is really a special little place, a special little town called Stroud. And once again, I find myself touring parts of Australia that probably a lot of Aussies themselves never actually see, unless they happen to tune into one of my videos here. But this is just one example of all types of little shops that you might find here in Australia, or in Stroud, I should say. Really is nice. And here you've got looks like a little garden. Oh, and look at this. You got some chickens down here, interestingly enough. Oh, okay, there you go. Boy, this chicken, look at that. Very nice. Boy, what a beautiful little place this is. You know, you wouldn't know that the world is seemingly going to heck in a handbasket. But oh, there's quite a few chickens here. If you can see these. Look at those. Or hens? Are they hens? Hens or chickens? You see? All right. Boy, they are pretty. And this would be the, oh, there they go. And this is Secret Women's Business, you see? Also known as the hen house, I would think. So this is where all the secret women business is done. And off they run. All right, let's go check out some of the rest of Stroud. And this would be the post office, the Stroud Post Office. It's quite a historic building in and by itself. As I was walking down the street to start this video, I saw a sign here with a little bit of information about the Stroud Post Office. Look at that building. Built back in the 1800s. They got the front porch. If you want to, you can come. I'll share with you what's on the billboard here, you see? Billboard. You can learn to fly fish, Captain Baldy fly fishing. You see there's a for sale a Cooley Kelpie cross, whatever that is, a Cooley Kelpie cross. Old black dog found memorial, you see. Split firewood. Stroud Golf Club annual membership for only $200. Okay, so there is the some of the information you might see on the billboard here. And then just up here they give you some information about the Stroud Post Office. The Stroud Post Office was built in 1884 and is considered one of the finest in the Hunter region. It's a popular subject for both the photographer and the artist and the YouTube vlogger. No, it doesn't say the YouTube vlogger, but it says the building has cedar fittings throughout and was restored in 1984 for its centenary. It was privately licensed in 1993. So there's the Stroud Post Office. And then right across the street, we'll go check out the Stroud House. And this would be, as the sign says, Stroud House. The stately house, built between 1828 and 1832, was used by Sir Edward Parry and subsequent commissions of the Australian Agricultural Company on their visits to Stroud. The house was built of convict-made bricks and lime cement rendered by convict labor. There are brick-lined cellars beneath the building where it's rumored the convicts slept. The cedar fittings throughout the house are in amazingly good condition, consistent of its age, and provides a constant reminder of the town's past. In 1851, Philip Gidley King, who was a son of Captain Philip P. King, company superintendent from 1839 to 1849, and a grandson of Governor King, and the company surveyor Ogden, who was the last company employee to occupy the house in 1873. Stroud House is now privately owned. So look at that. Privately owned home right there. But that is Stroud House. And just across the street and up yonder from the Stroud House is this lovely place, the Crepe Myrtle Food and Coffee. Open 7 days, and they have coffee and tea rooms. And I actually stopped in here just very briefly on my way down the street and asked them if I could do a little walk and talk through of the video here, or a video I should say, of this pretty special place, as you'll see as I step inside. So as I'm walking in, there's some folks that are perhaps they're locals that are just sitting over here having their coffee or tea. But here it is. Look at this. The Crepe Myrtle tea and coffee rooms, and the owner was kind enough to give me permission to share a little bit of the inside of this place with you. So you might actually be able to come here and just take a break from the road travel and sit on the porch and have yourself a nice tea or a coffee, maybe a little bit of a sweet. But look at the inside here. See, so here they actually have, this would be the cafe room. If you don't want to sit outside, you could come in here and just sit in the cafe room. And they've got some beautiful art on the walls. This would be a place where I could come and just sit down with my laptop perhaps and do a little work. What a nice place. And then over here it looks like they have another place where you can sit. Free Wi-Fi available. Isn't that nice? Boy, what a special little place. I love stumbling across places like this as I'm traveling. And here they've got all types. You can buy yourself a nice apron. What is this? Christmas? Merry Christmas. Here they've got all types of nice little socks. Love you to the moon and back, you can see. So beautiful little pairs of socks that you can buy. send to somebody. There's some socks with the moon on it. Wonderful. Called mod socks. Very nice. You see a lot of caravans coming through this area. You can see here's some, look at that. Nice little caravan there. Wonderful. Woodwick. Looks like you can buy yourself some candles. And then of course, what would a coffee and tea place be without some sweets? Look at that. Some lethal lemon, over the top lemon meringue. Oh boy, that looks good. Wow. Fantastic. All right, so let's get on with the we'll get on with the tour. Look at all the tea you can get. Look at all of that wonderful stuff. All right, so let's go see the rest of Stroud. Finding my way up the street from the tea and coffee room, I come across, well, it looks like I'm getting right to the heart of this small town. And I say heart because there's no traffic lights in this town. I didn't see a traffic light as I came through. And I believe this is actually the residence of the owner of the little cafe, the tea and coffee rooms. But we'll continue on, and just across the street they have the Stroud Friendly Grocer. You can stop and load up on some groceries, and then just to the next to the grocer you have the Central Hotel Stroud right there. And I was told that the pub is going to be opening back up. And for those of you wondering what I'm talking about that are watching this video years from now, as I'm filming this, Australia and much of the world is dealing with a bit of a global pandemic at the moment. So a lot of these businesses have found themselves being closed. And some folks there go in for some shopping. Cute gals. So look at this here. This is showing you the Sunday Stony Mountain Run. Looks like they're going to have a starting point right there, and it looks like it's going to go all through the Stony Mountain here. And then here is the railing. You'll see a lot of these railings as you go through Australia on various buildings. Look at that. So this is the Central Hotel Stroud and a bistro, 7 days. So they're going to be opening this back up here sometime this week, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And they make no doubt that they are proudly supporting the Stroud Raiders, the rugby league football club, right there, Raid on Raiders. Okay. Joker Jackpot Fridays at 8. Thursday night pool comp members draw. Very nice. And look at this little building just across the street here. Looks like it is a real estate office. I'll stop for just a moment. Look at the tower there, the clock tower. So it really is a small little town, as you can see. I've just walked through it. Here is your Stroud Butchery, proudly supporting local produce and products, handmade beef jerky and cabana, quality crumb steak, chicken, lamb cutlets, no fat, no grizzle, no bull. Best in the business right there. So that's where you'd want to get your local beef if you were living in Stroud. And there is the front of this building here, the Bowen Chambers. Very, very nice. This looks like a little cafe right here. There's your Stroud coin laundry. Now, I haven't seen a Starbucks in the town. I don't know why not, but maybe that would just ruin the whole small town atmosphere. So I've actually found my way all the way through the main street, and that's about it. Here's a beautiful little building right here, little home, somebody's home right on Main Street, and there you have a Baptist church just over there. So I'm sure that there's other things about Stroud that I could share with you perhaps, but if only for the sake of brevity, I will forego that and just get on with my trip over to Tamworth as I walk past the pharmacy here. There's a gentleman sitting up here at the cafe. Looks like a real Aussie cowboy with the beard and everything. Fantastic. Wonderful. All right. And there is a spot just up ahead where a very lovely lady invited me to come and say hello to her. So I give you a view of the Central Hotel Stroud from this side of the street. Beautiful building. And here is the Stroud Hardware and Produce. Look at this. Wonderful. Peek my head in the door. Hi. So you can see, you can buy yourself some boots, all kinds of stuff that you would imagine seeing in a little town like this. Wonderful. Get yourself some nice little teddy bears. Sure, my mom is looking at this. She likes the teddy bears. Wonderful. Boy, what a special little place. And you can tell you're in farm country. Here's all the stuff you might be picking up for your livestock. Get yourself some coats. I think I actually have a coat like that somewhere. Let's see. All right. And out the out the door we go. There's your hardware store. And then just up here you've got Crafty Friends, open daily. It's the place where you might. It's a place here where you can pick yourself up some crafts. So there's the lovely lady there that was greeting me earlier. You have a lovely town here.
We are very proud of our lovely.
You should be very proud. You know, you should be very, very proud. How long have you lived in this town?
23 years.
23?
Yeah.
And what brought you here? A cowboy? A farmer?
No, my husband always wanted a property.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he took me out of Sydney.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's really, really... If you were to describe this town in one word,
Unique.
Stroud. Unique?
Unique.
You'd call it unique.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wonderful. You mind if I walk around?
No, please go and
Fantastic. All right. So let me share some of this special little place with you here. Look at this. Medium honey, first place. Honey competition, 2019. Isn't that fantastic? What a nice little place. Stroud Valley Harvest. Look, you can get yourself a nice guest, nice gift. Wow. Really nice. Buy yourself a little bunny. I bet my lovely friend Sue Smith back in the villages in Florida is just watching this with delight, I would imagine. Here you can buy yourself some cloth. Here's all types of little dresses for the little ones. Look at that. Wonderful. Over here they've got some other really nice little gifts that you might pick up. All right. Little, looks like a sewing basket there. Wonderful. All right, folks. Time to get on with the tour, and as I close, I'll show you the Stroud Courthouse. Historic Stroud, the Australian agricultural company, was established in London in 1824 as a public company to establish the production of wool in Australia. Robert Dawson was appointed as the first chief agent of the company. Headquarters were established on the north shore of Port Stephens. Areas were selected for farming and grazing, and in November of 1826, Dawson decided on a site for a township. Given the striking resemblance to the Cotswold countryside in England, where the towns of Stroud and Gloucester are situated, the township was christened Stroud. So there it is, folks, Stroud. And there is your historic courthouse, Stroud Courthouse, built in 1876 on the site of a previous courthouse and lockup. This building originally contained a police station, cells, kitchens, bedrooms, and stables. So there is the Stroud Courthouse right there. Isn't that nice? All right. So I hope you enjoyed this, albeit brief, little tour here in this special little place called Stroud, Australia. And as they say down under, good day, mates.